Hey guys, what's up? It's Carmela Maniac. If you're new to my channel, sit down, chill, and hang out with me for a little bit because today I'm going to be breaking down and reviewing Let 'Em Know by T.I. or T. And produced by Pharrell Williams. Right off the bat, I just want to say explicitly, regardless of whatever this guy T.I., I do not stand by it, I do not support whatever he's done, and I do not condone anything that he has done. I'm literally just here to review the song, and nothing else. And one more thing, I just wanted to remind you guys to maybe hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, or vice versa, even if you don't agree with my take, because we can all agree to disagree. Hopefully. Because you know, I'm not an expert, I'm just giving you my honest personal opinion about the song. And one final thing, this song does have some explicit content, so please be warned. So T.I.'s real name is Clifford Joseph Harris Jr. and his rapper name was originally T.I.P. or Tip, which was a name given to him by his grandfather, but he shortened it to just T.I. later on. And if you're saying, who is this T.I. guy? I can almost guarantee you that you know who I'm talking about, you just don't know his name. Unless you have been living under a rock, you have most likely heard his song Whatever You Like, My Love with Justin Timberlake, and Live Your Life with Rihanna. And if you still don't know what I'm talking about, you've probably seen him in the movie Ant-Man.
Tell me about that tip.
What?
I want to know about that tip.
Oh, baby time!
Now, I would personally consider this guy kind of a legend only in the hip-hop area or world. And another small thing, he has like 3 Grammys or whatever, you know, nothing major. Anyway, about the actual song, I am a sucker for cool sounds, and that is exactly what T.I. gave us in the beginning of this song, a cool sound. And this cool synth sound is actually the main melodic component of the beat in this entire song. And it continues throughout the entire song. So if you're not a fan of it, you're just kind of out of luck. And it's not even like a complicated sound. It kind of sounds like a bunch of tiny voices all singing "oh" together. And then it's just like chopped up and pitched up and down to create that simple melody. And the beat T.I. uses or Pharrell uses in this song is simple, but it is very effective. Like, the bass for this song basically follows the melodic component of the song to the T.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But you don't really notice that unless you're analyzing the song like I was trying to do.
Check a flag running through the red light, 12 kept me gunning, won't pull over till I'm dead right, riding to the...
Still, the other percussive elements like the snare, the hi-hat, or other accessories, whatever they are, do a great job of keeping this kind of hype beat going and sounding interesting.
Check a flag running through the red light, 12 kept me gunning, won't pull over till I'm dead right, riding to the...
What also helps with that kind of hype element is that T.I. has added these ad-libs in here and there, which is made up of a kind of like woo type thing. Now, this song as a general feels very old school, and it might be because this guy's voice, T.I., was a classic back in the day, but I also think it's just a combination of all the instruments together. It just kind of feels like an older hip-hop style. And I'm gonna be honest, I actually really like this style, and it makes me feel a little bit nostalgic, especially since I had to go back and listen to his other music because I personally also didn't really know who T.I. was, but I did recognize him from the movie Ant-Man. And something about the very prominent bass that he uses also feels very classic. And like I was saying earlier, I really like the beat, so it's no surprise that Pharrell Williams actually produced the song, because he is a pretty talented producer. One thing I will say about the way T.I. raps in the verses is that he basically uses the same note to rap on throughout the entire verse, which can get a little annoying, but as long as you don't listen to the song over and over again like I was when I was trying to analyze it, it won't get too annoying and you won't really notice it as much.
Check a flag running through the red light, 12 kept me gunning, won't pull over till I'm dead right, riding to...
Contrastingly, One of my favorite parts of this song is when he sings / raps the choruses for this song. It's like a completely different vocal style he uses, and it adds a good amount of variety, and I appreciate variety, as we all know on this channel, which you should know now if you're new. We love variety. And so this change up makes sure we do not get tired of the vocal style he was using in the verses. But there's also something really appealing about T.I.'s voice. It's a little bit rough, giving it a really nice, engaging texture that really draws the listener in. And obviously, because it's Pharrell Williams, the song has pretty good arrangement, so the beat will cut out here and there for dramatic effect, and Say It With Me Now allows the beat to be extra appreciated when it comes back in. There will be a quiz at the end of this, so pay attention to the things that I say all the time on this channel. Just kidding.
On the throne, when I'm on, she can kick rock, let her know.
One other thing I would like to point out is that while listening to this song, I noticed that it was really quiet compared to the rest of his music. And just to be clear, I listened to every song while comparing them with the same headphones on the same volume. Everything was the same. So I really noticed that there was a difference in loudness. For some reason, this song is really quiet. When I was listening to his other more popular album songs, like the one with Rihanna and the one with Justin Timberlake, I had to turn the volume down because it was hurting my ears. Then I had to turn it back up for when I was listening to Let Him Know again. And I also listened to every song on the same platform, Apple Music. And I think the fact that it is a quieter song contributes to that retro vibe it has, because there's this whole thing called the loudness wars, and songs used to be much quieter back in the day, but now they're really loud because everyone's trying to compete with everyone in it. It's a whole thing. Look it up if you're curious. And along with this song being a little bit more quieter, that means that his voice feels a little bit more subdued in the entire mix, especially in the verses. It's almost like they mixed him to like fit in or fade into the background, which is made up of the beat. So he's just kind of like in the background with the beat. It's almost like he sounds like he needs to clear his throat, but he obviously doesn't. It's just that kind of like, I don't know if you've ever talking and you've noticed that like your voice is a little bit quieter than usual, and then you clear your throat and then your voice gets louder. It feels like that, but it's not, because it's mixed like that. Now this mixing strategy is an interesting one because it contrasts with how his voice sounds in the choruses, because in the choruses he sounds a little bit louder and wider, but that's only because they pan him to the left and right side, instead of just in the center like how they do in the verses. But it's a very interesting mixing tactic, and it is very effective in making the choruses stand out, and it's probably one of the reasons why I like the choruses so much, because it feels like you're like unplugging your ears and you're finally hearing again, you know, compared to the verses.
Oh, she can kick rock, let her know.
And these different vocal qualities kind of make T.I. sound like a different person in each part of the song. So even though it's just him in the song, it feels like there are multiple people in the song, which is very good for keeping the listener interested throughout the entire song. Anyway, I really like this old school sounding song. The vocals were mixed really well. We had some really great variety, so we never got bored with the same vocal sound. The beat is, like I said, very simple but very effective. The synth sound that makes up the melodic component of the beat is distinct and very cool sounding. And the choruses are so nice on my ears, and the whole thing is just groovy. Groovy, dude! What are you supposed to say instead of groovy? It's bumping. There you go. So I'm gonna give this song an 8.9 out of 10 on the Mellometer, but I still don't condone anything he's done. He just made a good song. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this review, or even if you didn't, agree to disagree, please consider subscribing to the channel. Let me know what you guys thought of Let Him Know by T.I. in the comments below. Keep listening. I'll talk to you guys later. Did you subscribe yet?